Hello. So as you all are seated, now we are going to start. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Aisha Ahmed and I'm student of KEF in Tabani School of Accountancy. And as you all are aware, TSA is making CA education better by giving student access to top mentors and finance professionals. So before starting the event, I would like to call upon Hassan Rehan to please come on stage and do Kirat. Hassan Rehan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
Subhanallah. So as I was saying, TSA helps students learn real world finance through interviews, podcasts, sessions, and with successful alumni and industry experts. And to take this initiative of supporting students in every step of their journey, we have with us today Ms. Muniza Bhatt, who is a partner at KPMG and a fellow chartered accountant, a global professional service firm offering audit, tax, and advisory service. She is responsible for control, supervision, finalization of audits of large, various multinational organizations operating in diversified sectors. She is a speaker and panelist in various conferences, seminars, TV, and radio shows, including the BBC radio show Business. Ms. Muniza, who is the Honorary Secretary of SRC and is a distinguished leader in finance, recognized for the achievements, including named among 100 miracle women and is one of the most influential financial women in 2023 by Berkeley Middle East, USA. She actively contributes the accounting field to ICAP's mentorship program and various committees. Muniza also supports several communities initiatives including Indus Hospital, Air Foundation, Rotary Club Karachi, Ladies Fun, and Pink Ribbon Karachi, focusing on education, healthcare, and women empowerment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to invite our esteemed guest, Miss Muniza, to come on stage to share some insights and interviews techniques for the students. So give her a huge round of applause, everyone.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you, Aisha, for the very kind introduction. I was here a couple of weeks ago or months maybe when I did the podcast, and I had a very good experience, I must say, of the Banis. I want this to be very interactive. I don't want this to be like, a speech that I'm going to give and just walk out of this door. I want you guys to really, really, if you have any questions or queries or any misunderstandings or anything that you'd like to clarify, this is your opportunity because, Tabani School has given you this great opportunity to interact with people who are going to be handling you in your next step of when you apply for articleships and all. So today I'm accompanied with Uzma. That's Uzma Mashood. She's the HR director, and all applications for induction are routed through Uzma. So thank you, Uzma, for coming and joining us today. Okay, so this session is titled how to guide you guys regarding interview technique. Now let me tell you something. It's not just an interview that you have to clear. It's a whole personality analysis that's conducted in the interview. Okay, and that's not something that you achieve overnight. Okay, so it is like a personality development whole process that you have to undergo. To pass that interview that you're vying for. I was just having a chat with your teacher over here, Seema, Miss Saima, and we were discussing how it is very important that you develop those grooming skills which are required out of you. I think students basically, because I'm also a representative of ICAP, I have contested the election and I'm part of the Southern Regional Committee. And what we come across is that students have a lot of expectations from the Institute of Chartered Accountants. As the name suggests, it's just an institute, it's an examining body. Okay. What they are going to do is they're going to just have these exams, which you're going to clear, and then they're going to give you a qualification. And when you decide to become a chartered accountant, there are a lot of financial benefits that are associated with it. Because I think it's one of the only professions where you get the financial independence so much earlier than the other professions. Okay, because you are studying as well as earning. Although it's going to be a stipend, it's not going to be a huge material amount. But at the same time, you're going to be earning something. That's going to be like your first mehnat ki kamai, as they say. So it is one of those professions which is extremely financially rewarding. Okay. But at the same time, you must realize with great power comes great responsibility. So it is an incumbent responsibility on you guys to groom yourself. And it's a lot of self-learning that goes into the whole, aspect of it. To expect a certain institute or a certain school or a certain whatever academy to make you out that finance profession that is expected by, the firms or industry is very unfair. It is basically you who's going to do, the change that you want to see in the world starts from you. So you have to make that self effort to become that personality or that person which would be welcomed by the corporate industry. Okay, so now just let me give you a brief about the type of profile that firms would appreciate in students basically. So as I told you, academics is something which will just get you to pass your exams. Okay, and when we compare CA qualification with MBAs, for example, we see that MBA somehow may not be so technically expert or technically adept at what is being asked, but at the same time they will have such amazing soft skills that people will just turn around and notice who that person is. Okay, and this is something which is very lacking in our accounting fraternity, unfortunately. And as I said, because MBAs still go through, I think what university or some form of they focus more on presentation skills and all, which are not too focused in this qualification because it all depends upon your self learning. So the students put it on the back burner. They think, okay, we just need to pass this exam. We just need to know audit, accounts, tax at the back of our hands. to get into that, that corporate opening or that firm or professional firm or whatever. So let me tell you, it's not like that at all. Okay. Because when you are a graduate from some school or whatever, you are at par with the other students as well. Okay. So there is like a comparison that is already there in the mindset. So it's very important that you try to become the personality which other people are looking for and who would like to, like, turn around and say, oh, there's a wow factor attached to this person. So that does not come just by academics. Academics maybe will help you pass your exams, but there are a lot of other skills that are needed and that are looked into by the firms or by the industry who are going to offer you internship, articleship, or whatever. So number one, I think, is first of all, you have the self-learning process starts with reading. Okay. Now, what I have encountered in my span of, like, very little span of like over 30 years, I have seen students do not read. Reading has become a dying habit. I don't know why they read like Instagram, Facebook. When I ask, in the interview, do you read? So this is the answer that I get. We read Instagram, we read Facebook. Please come off it. This is not reading. Okay. And like how in Pakistan, how Pakistan was made. We know Allama Iqbal, the greatest philosopher of any time, was the one who conceived the idea, and he was a writer. Qaid-e-Azam, I always say, was just a doer, but the thought came from who? Somebody who was a writer, who was a reader, who was a thinker. So reading is so important that it opens up your mind amazingly. Okay, and if you do not read, you are just killing the creative aspect of life that that life has to offer to you, basically. So I have seen that somehow our students nowadays just do not read. It doesn't need to be any specific book related to accounts, economics, or even self-help books. It doesn't need to be that. It has to be, you can read like any genre of writing. You want suspense, thriller, history. There's so many genres of writing that you must read, because reading really opens up your mind. It opens up your vocabulary. It gives you stuff to talk to people about. Okay, so number one, for me, number one, I would say, is like, reading. Reading is something that will really impact you. You may not notice the change in like a day, 2 days, 1 week, 10 days, but this has to be a constant habit. If you start reading from now, maybe sometime down the line, you will yourself will notice that change in you. Because when you sit amongst, like, professionals or people of wisdom, you will also have something to offer to them, you know, rather than talking about Facebook and Insta, etc. So this is, I think, one habit which is like dying in the generations that are coming. So which they, I think, need to focus on. So apart from that, I think grooming is extremely important. I'll tell you something. When some student walks inside the door, walks inside from through the door and comes and sits in front of me for an interview, I think 60 to 65%, I have already made an impression about that person. Okay. And that is why grooming is so important, because he or she has not even spoken yet. But when they come inside from a door and sit on a chair in front of the interviewer, your body language, the way you enter, the confidence level, everything is shown in that. Okay. So एक preconceived notion होता है ना, we are all human beings, we all have preconceived notions. तो वो एक preconceived notions वैसे ही एकदम से एक interviewer के दिमाग में आ जाता है. So it's very important that you are cleanly dressed, okay, and you know the occasion. For example, if it is an interview, you have to be formally dressed, even if you are not wearing a coat because it's very hot, but you have to like have appropriate clothing on you. Coming in casually, casual shoes, casual, like, outerwear would not be appreciated at all, because this is like a formal interview that you go for, and you're expected to dress up equally formally for it. So this is one of the points that usually where people, like, are lacking, and I think because they do not have anybody telling them, so they just walk in as you may come to your class like that, but if you're going for an interview, it's a formal process and you need to be appropriately attired. Okay, then an appropriate greeting is very important. When you come, you have to give an appropriate greeting to the interviewer. You ask if you can sit down, and then starts the question. So mostly, I think the first question that they start off from is to tell us about yourself, which is like, I think, the most often asked question. And they start about, like, they did the O levels, metric, intermediate, and then they did this, Nanam Khan. But somehow they never talk about their soft skills, or what activities they are doing in life. What are they contributing to society as a human being? That is somehow never taken up by anybody. They'll talk about, like, I did my metric from there, from this school in this year, intermediate, this, that, I got this grade, I got that. But they just don't talk about, social work or any pastime or any hobby that they have. It is very important that people, apart from studies, have something to do, to make their mind grow, basically. So it is important that you have a sport. You can play lots of sports, but one sport that you play seriously. It's very important that one sport you are serious about and you like, I'm not saying excel in it, but because sportsmanship teaches you so many things. It teaches you how you have to behave when you win and when you lose. It teaches you teamwork. It teaches you so many things. So one aspect of a student's, like, a profile that people are looking for is like what sport, or any sport that they play. Usually they do not play any sport. Okay. And then the other thing is, which I spoke about right now, was community service. It is very important that you give back to the community that you're coming from. Some form of social work that you're doing. Social work is not just about spending money. It's also contributing with your time. So, like, apart from studies, what time are you giving to the community? You, even if you're not doing it on regular basis, you do it on, like, what, every other Sunday. You go to any place. TCF has schools where they want teachers. The rubber program. There's so many things that you can do. Like, I know there's a beach cleanup program. There are lots of things that you can do, in which with which you can, like, contribute to the society. Because if you have this maturity in you and this sense in you that you are giving back to the country, to the city, to the community, to the area that you're coming from, it shows that what a responsible person you are. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to hire a responsible person. You put yourself in the interviewer's place. Would you want to hire somebody who's irresponsible? No. You would always want to hire somebody who is, like, coming up to the mark with their responsibilities and who has that sense from this age. If you have that sense of, like, giving back to the community from this age, it means that you'll grow up into a more, like, well-rounded personality, who will benefit and who will be a source, an asset, basically, not only from the for the firm, but also for the country and the city. So this is these are two aspects that are very important and which we see in the profile and which are mostly lacking in students. Then other than that, I believe technical questions. Yes, fine. You must brush up on your technical studies, technical subjects when you're coming in for an interview. Usually, what happens is when students cannot answer a question, then they look for excuses. I can let you know about a personal experience that I had. I was asking, technical questions and they could not reply. And I think they did know that they are replying wrong. But that's fine. You don't need to give the appropriate answer. It's fine. The interviewer also judges basically how you are handling something that you do not know. Do you have the courage and the braveness in you to accept that yes, you do not know something or you cannot recall something? So it's fine if you do not at that time recall something, but how you handle a question that you do not know how to answer is very important. So when I was asking this particular student about, like, some technical stuff and all, and he could not answer. So I think at the end of the third or fourth question, he said, I'm not well today. So I told him, if you're not well, why did you come for the interview? He said, I've come for the interview. You please take my interview, but I'm not well today. You know, so mental health and physical health is something which is, like, like a buzzword nowadays. How enterprises are so conscious about mental well-being. And so I immediately told him, no, I'm not going to ask you any other question. You kindly go. You can always reschedule your interview. So if you feel that you are not up to, like, health-wise or mentally, you're not up to an interview at a certain date, you can always reschedule it. But to look for excuses like that is a big no-no. The people get very put off by the attitude. Then one of the most common instances that we notice that people give references. So I remember I myself was conducting an interview, and the student, like, when I was asking questions, so out of nowhere the students asked me, "Are you Miss Muniza?" I said, "Yes, I'm Miss Muniza." He said, "So and so had called you and told you about me." I was like, "This is an interview." You have to go through the whole process of answering questions. Whether that person called or not called is besides the point. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, if you fulfill the merit, there is nothing that will ever stop you from getting where you want to go. If the merit, people usually think that is the batch, the current batch, or them passing exams. Believe me, it's not that. It's a lot of other soft skills that go in for an employer to make a decision whether they want that person on board or not. Okay, so these are, I think, a few things which we commonly come across, and I think this is something which we would like to people to just reinforce themselves on. Usma, would you like to add something?
Most of the stuff. Thank you so much. I think Muniza has covered most of the stuff, and this is very, very important. And out of it, I think the most important thing for you to know is that when people come, ऊपर करो, अब सही है? और okay, so when you come for the interview or when this process is starting, that these are the one of the things that comes up is like recommendation से होगा, reference से होगा. Always remember, जैसे Muniza ने point out किया, in that interview, whenever you are coming, it's the merit that defines. It's your confidence, your personality, and also the fact that have you done a bit of homework about the place where you're going for them. If you're coming to KPMG, you should know there are certain things that differentiate KPMG. We are about our values, we are about our collective strategy. So hum log, when we are looking at a person, we are interviewing, there's a best fit for KPMG which we have defined. तो कहीं भी इंटरव्यू में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि अगर इफ यू आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड यू शुड नो कि nobody is rejecting you and nobody is accepting you. Nobody decides you're good or bad. It's just that we are looking for our best fit and you're looking for your best. So KPMG is the kind of organization which is going to give a lot of stress on emotional intelligence, on the behaviors, on the values, along with your technical competence. So when you're coming to KPMG, you need to know about our values. You need to know about what KPMG is about. You need to know the client. So this bit of awareness that you have when you come in for the interview is very important. Also the fact that when you enter, again, बिल्कुल सही कहा कि when you enter, the way you're dressed up, the way you're looking, the smile, the confidence on the face, all these things are also part of the assessment. So these things also should be taken care of. You know, you should not be casually dressed. और आपकी अप्रोच द वे यू सेट बॉडी लैंग्वेज ये सारी चीज़ें भी मैटर कर रही तो इंटरव्यू बेसिकली आपको जब प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो तो सारा फोकस इस पे नहीं कि टेक्निकली मुझे आता है कि नहीं आता लेकिन अगेन technical questions are also very important. You should be well prepared because you're coming for a technical interview, right? But at the same time, general awareness, knowledge, what is something important in the current affairs. These are the things also that count. So it can be a different interviewer who has a different perception. तो थोड़ा हर चीज़ को उस एंगल से भी देखें कि आपने बेसिकली मेरा ख्याल है सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जब हम देख रहे होते हैं इंटरव्यूज कर रहे होते हैं बिकॉज हम एचआर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से स्क्रीनिंग करते हैं फिर पार्टनर्स जो हैं वो स्क्रीनिंग करते हैं so there's a whole process going on and it is purely I can standing on this forum I can tell you it's purely based on merit why because we are very selfish we are not going to hire people who are not good enough to represent KPMG anywhere because it's our brand तो हम कोई हायरिंग ऐसे नहीं करेंगे जो गुड इनफ फॉर KPMG नहीं है so again we are hiring for the fact that these are the people who are going to be our future leaders तो वो हायरिंग जब हो रही है तो कहीं पे भी कोई चीज कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होती in terms of merit. Merit is the first. Merit again is your personality, your confidence. Soft skills are extremely important जो मेरा ख्याल है CA में ACCA में ये चीज़ जो है अगेन MBS के मुकाबले में नहीं होती आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती हैं आप अपनी ये वाली साइड भी जो है उसको भी एक्सप्लोर करें और हर कोई कर सकता है anybody can stand here and talk with confidence it's only that you need to groom yourself वर्क ऑन ऑल ये वो होता है अपने आप को स्ट्रेच करना एक चीज कोर है वो कोर करें उसके बाद अपने आप को स्ट्रेच करें मैंने ये भी सीखा मैंने ये भी एक्सप्लोर किया इस तरह से अपनी पर्सनालिटी को आप डेवलप करते हैं राइट फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग आई थिंक आई कैन से अ लॉट बिकॉज देयर सो मच इनसाइड मी अबाउट KPMG हमारा पैशन है KPMG हमारा लव है KPMG एंड वी रियली बिलीव इन वेयर वी आर स्टैंडिंग सो इट्स लाइक most important is our collective strategy it's trust and growth so if you trust then growth follows. And how do you create trust? Trust is again in your competence. If you're delivering excellent quality of work, you are speaking, focus on your integrity, and then again we work together for better. So that's it. I can open up for questions. Thank you. And Muniza, again, I just want to add one line. is the pride of KPMG because she is a female partner. So again, she's an inspiration for all of us females. मैं तो नहीं सीए करी, लेकिन आप सबके लिए कि अगर आप सही डायरेक्शन में काम करें तो आप लोग इस लेवल तक पहुंच सकते हैं.
Ma'am, I do have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Like as you told us earlier that everyone cannot be a person of jack of all trades, obviously. So I just want to ask that if a person is lacking in some technical skills, and as you told us that he or she may cover it in such a way that the interview won't be harmed by it. So can you explain some ways that are beneficial for us to work?
You're saying that the questions have been asked, technical questions,
Yeah.
which you do not know how to answer.
Yeah.
So if you do not know how to answer, as I just said, a little while ago, you can always say that I do not recall at this moment. I'm sorry, and rather than giving a wrong answer, let me just pass this. If there's something else that you would like to ask, and then I believe that interviews always usually ask, then what is your favorite subject, that they can quiz you on that. And then if you do not even know the answers to your favorite subject, then Allah Hafiz. But as I said, it is the way you handle it. The way you handle, like when somebody is addressing you and asking you something which you do not know. So, like that, actually, as I said, it's not an overnight thing that, when you have all these ingredients in you about self learning, about reading, about doing community work. So, you will automatically develop those people skills and those interpersonal skills of how to respond to, interview.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
I
assalam.
just want to ask what are the key questions that are being asked by the interviewers apart from the technical questions?
Okay, there's no specified list as such, what the key questions are. But as I said, if you have a profile where they can ask you questions, now that is a very welcome step. But if you do not have a profile where you've done anything, so it's going to be a very dull kind of an interview, okay? So they're then just going to think of things where they can ask you. And as I said, the first question is like where they follow-up questions come from. Tell us about yourself. So the key questions are basically that you should know about your own self, your own interests, your own pastimes, your hobbies, something that you are passionate about. These are things that you should have to discuss in the interview.
Have this strict list of questions we are going to ask. That doesn't make any difference. It's the way you respond to those questions.
वालेकुम। अच्छा, एक चीज जो आपने अभी हाईलाइट की जस्ट कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स के बारे में आपने चीज हाईलाइट की, मैं काफी इस बात से इसलिए एग्री करता हूँ क्योंकि मैं खुद भी इस माहौल में रहा हूँ और मैं उस माहौल में भी रहा हूँ जहाँ पे काफी लोगों की कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स अच्छी होती है। एक डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर बिल्कुल यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स और सी और एसीसी के स्टूडेंट्स में कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स की बात है। तो आपको नहीं लगता आईकैप ने कोई ऐसे कोर्स डिजाइन करनी चाहिए जो कि इफेक्टिव हो? कोर्स बिल्कुल है हमारे पास, पीपी के कोर्सेज हैं और इसके अलावा वो भी हैं, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली उसको इतना सीरियसली नहीं लिया जाता, जिसकी वजह से कुछ ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनके अंदर skills नहीं होती। तो मुझे ये पूछना है कि कुछ लोग हेलो, कुछ लोग यूनिवर्सिटी जाते हैं और CA में ना आने की रीजन उनकी ये होती है कि सही है कि ये होती है कि आपके पास हेलो। अच्छा, मैं ये पूछ रहा था, मैं अपने सवाल को थोड़ा रिपीट कर देता हूँ दोबारा। क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे आपने जिक्र किया है कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स एक बहुत बड़ा मेजर डिफरेंस है यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स और सीए स्टूडेंट्स में। तो एक चीज मैंने काफी नोट की कि लोग यूनिवर्सिटीज जाते हैं और सीए में ना आने का एक बड़ा रीजन ये है के बारे में परसेप्शन डेवलप है कि इनकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स पे पॉलिश नहीं होती। तो आपको नहीं लगता आईकैप ने कोई एक ऐसा कोर्स डिजाइन करना चाहिए जो कि इफेक्टिव हो? बिकॉज पीपी का कोर्स ऑलरेडी डिजाइन, लेकिन वो इतना इफेक्टिव नहीं है। तो आपका क्या ओपिनियन इस बारे में?
अच्छा, इस जवाब जो जवाब है ना, मैं ये कह सकती हूँ, अगर आपको समझ आ जाए, आप प्यासे को कुएं तक ला सकते हो। आप कुआं जो है ना पिला, उसमें से पानी निकाल के पिला नहीं सकते, वो आपको खुद ही पीना है। ठीक है, प्यासे को आप लेके आ जाते हैं कुएं के पास, बट उसके बाद पानी पीना जो है ना, वो प्यासे का काम है। ठीक है, I don't know if you've understood the logic behind what I'm saying. So as I also covered that, in the sense that, there are a lot of expectations from ICAP, but ICAP के नाम में ही इंस्टीट्यूट लगा हुआ है। ठीक है, इंस्टीट्यूट जो होता है वो मोस्टली एग्जामिनिंग बॉडी होता है। ठीक है, उसके जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं ना, they are required to have those skills basically, but they are just going to test you academically. Okay, and then what you have to equip yourself with those skills so that you become welcomed in the corporate world. What I believe, the institute is still going out of its way, to design these courses for its students so they may remain relevant and competitive in the world, in the actual world. I don't know अगर वो effective नहीं है course, क्यों effective नहीं है, वो तो school ही आपका या जो भी read है वो बताएगा. But as far as I know, ICAP is responsible for the certain syllabus or a certain curriculum which they have provided. Okay? After that, it is in the hands of the students. If you expect ICAP to do it, ICAP has made the syllabus and the curriculum. Okay. Now it is up to the students that they come up to the mark. It is a lot of self learning. Now in university, if you see, उनके भी curriculum और academics सब defined होते हैं. उनके students are very forthcoming. Okay. Now I can also let you know that something which is under discussion in the institute is that we test the presentation skills of students. The problem is there are so many students that, for example, when you go for an interview in LUMS or IB or whatever, and they have the interview process, so there are group discussions and there are presentation skills which live are tested by the reviewers and all. So ICAP is also thinking of something on those lines. But let me tell you, if that comes in, you will be at a loss. You guys, I don't know, how many will pass. Only those who have very good skills would be able to pass it. So this is something which is under consideration, which might in the coming years come forth, that all students are tested, just like you sit for an exam, okay, a paper exam, they will test your soft skills, through a practical exam, something like that. But a lot of learning depends upon your own self. You have to groom yourself in that fashion and in that manner. If you are not ready to, spend time on your public speaking skills, on your networking skills, on your social skills or interpersonal skills, then nobody is going to come and do that for you. If I am sitting over here, let me tell you, when I was a student, I was an extremely shy student. My mother and my family get very amazed when they see me talking like this, because I was such a shy student that I would not be able to talk in a company of more than like 5 to 10 people. I would remain quiet. Okay. But then as I entered the profession and as I, grew in my profession, I realized that this is a skill that I need to adopt. And I started working on it. So, if you start working yourself on something, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. So self-help, self-learning, self-working is extremely important.
All right. Now, your comment about PPP not being effective. PPE is effective when you make it effective. And the point is that if you put in the particular involvement it requires, if you are there in classes, if you're putting yourself and working on the basics that we are teaching you, you come onto the stage, you deliver a speech, you're ready to learn, only then will it be effective. The problem with students is that they want things to, and this is what ma'am actually said, that you cannot expect everything to fall into your lap. You'll have to work hard for it. And students are not ready to do that. They're not ready to come to classes physically. They don't want to practice out speeches. At the end of the day, this is what you complain that I've not been given this, right? So I think PP is very effective if you make it effective. Yes, that's the idea. Anyone else would like to ask?
Assalamu alaikum. I want to ask about the testing process and the syllabus which is involved.
I can tell you about KPMG. I'm not sure about the other firms, but I think it would be something similar. We have introduced the testing process from last session, and IBA conducts it. So, like, IBA has an entrance test which I think deals with IQ questions, maths questions. English is really focused upon. English, like, if you do not pass the English part, you would not be able to get through. So English is something which we lay great stress upon. Apart from that, I don't think they ask any technical question as such, because that is like tested in the interviews and all.
Knowledge is included.
Yeah, general knowledge, IQ testing, some simple maths, logical reasoning, but English, believe me, that's the underlying concept of the whole test, to test your English skills.
Where we can prepare for it.
Prepare for it yourself, actually. So I think there are certain books about general knowledge, IQ testing and all that, even online you'll get a lot of resources that you can just go through and see. But I don't know if you're understanding what I said in my talk also just a little while ago. It is not an overnight process. Okay, you have to start much before. Okay? That this is it's a whole process basically that just carries on with you. If just to pass this one certain test, I'll do this. That's not the whole concept of it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum
My
salam.
name is Laiba. First of all, thank you very much for giving your time and energy for this thought-provoking session. My question might be off the topic, but I'm quite interested in getting an internship at KPMG or other firms. So my question basically is that can you brief us about the summer internship program at KPMG?
Uzma will do the honors.
So internship opportunities are there in audit, advisory, tax. So if you can apply, you can send us CV through our website, email address are there. So you can share your CVs and you can get an opportunity for internship. That's not a problem. You can come and drop your CV or you can send an email.
We can the application process is going to start. Like, are there any dates?
There is no as such application process duration because internship, summer internship specific होती हैं, लेकिन overall throughout the year चल रही होती है. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि during summer we open up internship process just like trainee recruitment. The CVs and profiles are being shared and opportunities are being offered. So ये आप summer में कर लो. Yes, you can drop your CVs or send an email to HR.
But let me tell you something, there's a huge waiting line for that internship also. I think our inbox is almost full with all those waiting applications. Because internships, there are very few spots. Internships are very short term in nature. And I've also had people for example, we have to open it up for certain LUM students, IBA students and all, because that is an agreement that we have with those institutions. And I have had those students come in and say we are not being given any concrete work. So I tell them, you're here just for 2 weeks. You can't expect us to give you the work that a partner does, So naturally you're going to be given very basic kind of work. Just to get used to the environment of an office, the timings, self-discipline. Even coming to an office and sitting 9 to 5 is a form of self-discipline, So, but don't expect that they'll give you something very concrete or a whole report to write or anything like that. Yes, a lot of research work is given to internees. And I believe that they get very disheartened that, they feel this is not something that they were looking for.
But it's a standing point as well.
It is surely a starting point.
Differentiator.
But the spots are very few and far between. Because we have so many articleship trainees that we have to cater to, and which is incumbent on us to train and to groom and to, provide that form of rigorous training. So internees are basically, just if some assignment comes or some engagement comes, only then those spots open.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is
Yeah.
Anushka Adnan. I wanted to ask that when we are appearing for the interview and when we are filing the certificates and everything of our extracurricular activities apart from studies, so you talked about the activities like the social services and all. So is it necessary that it has to be during the duration of us doing CA, or it can be like basically how can
No, you can go as far as you can. It's fine. You can start in school, something that you've been doing off and on. I can understand with the study load and all, you will not be continuously doing something, but something that you have been contributing to. that will speak volumes about your, like, ability to give back to the community. As I said, every other Sunday you can go, every one Sunday of, like, but you can fix and go and do some community work or something.
So the certificate can be of our school or of
Yeah, yeah.
our college as well, right?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you.
At the back.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम।
Hello.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम।
Walaikum assalam. Somehow I can't see who's. Oh, yeah, you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम। Ma'am,
Walaikum
as we have big firms everyone dreams for, we know that Deloitte जा चुकी है और EY जो है as पर रूमर्स के सिर्फ EY को इंडक्ट करती है और अभी सुना है सीनियर्स बता। हेलो MG जो है प्लीज कब स्टार्ट हो रही है, क्या हो रही नहीं है?
I think they're asking lessons of pulling.
अच्छा, induction हमारी कराची में तो इस दफा we are not inviting application. It's only going to start in Lahore and Islamabad. So it will be starting soon, but only for Lahore and Islamabad. So sure, you can always apply next time.
Okay, let me clarify what Uzma said. Actually, this season, this induction season, the Karachi office of KPMG will not open for induction. Okay, only the Lahore and Islamabad offices will open. Because in the last hiring, we hired more than what was required. Now, if you are an entrepreneur or a business person, you would know that at the end of the day, it's a business case that has to be there. Whenever you keep somebody, there has to be a business case attached to it. So last time actually was the first time that we did the IBA testing and, the whole, I would say the works of, like, inducting trainees and all. And we took more than our requirement. So like this time round, the Karachi office will not open for inductions, but the Lahore and Islamabad will open. Inshallah, Karachi will open after 6 months. Yes, go ahead. Walaikum assalam. No, for Karachi, the location of Karachi, there will be no test or no interviews or nothing. No hiring in Karachi office right now. Yes, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, I can. बेटा आप क्यों छोड़ोगे अगर आपका जीटे में हो गया है I would say you should carry on over there. I'll tell you something, the students are multitude students, numerous students, okay, and the firms are very few. So I would personally suggest to you that if you have got a spot in any firm, you hang on to that, okay, because this hopping also is not considered a good aspect, okay. If you and Grant Thornton is an extremely good firm. So if you have got into any firm, and even for that matter, I think now ICAP has like more than 35 training organizations out of practice. Okay, there's Unilever, K Electric, and a lot of other companies who are taking in students for articleship. So if you get a spot over there, also, first of all, I've seen that students do not want to apply over there. I don't know why. I know firms are the best opportunity naturally, but firms also have limited capacity and limited seats. Okay, and it is because of this that ICAP has opened its agreements with training organizations outside practice. So if you are first of all, you should apply over there. If you're getting an opportunity over there, you complete your thing over there. You complete your basic, training articleship over there. And then if you want to move to like a bigger firm, you can always move after that. No, it's not impression about that. Impression basically is that they will ask you a lot of questions about why you want to leave when you already have a spot over there. This is something that you should be ready about. They're naturally going to quiz you about what is leading you to change from one firm to another. These are personal choices actually, you see. These are personal choices. नहीं, मैं आपसे ये बोले, we'll have to see the finished product in front of us. You know, it is not you being in GT or you being, a certain student. It is we are going to see the overall, how polished, how, good that, how heavy that profile is. Maybe we can take you, maybe we will not take you. Okay. It creates complications actually. If you've been registered over there, then taking the NOC and all, that's a, a huge incumbent process, like. No, they don't at all. They don't at all. They wouldn't at all affect your global mobility. In fact, for example, Unilever, it is such a fantastic organization. I used to be the engagement partner of Unilever for like more than like 10 years basically. And I know what a fantastic organization that is. I can tell you, if it was my son, I would want him to join Unilever for articles rather than any firm. And they are fantastic at placing you abroad and all, because you are their product. They take you under their wings. Okay. And in Unilever, there's what I have discovered was that there's some form of an unsaid agreement that they do not keep you in one position or one location for more than like 3 years or something. They place you in different parts of the world. देखिए, अगर किसी का ग्लोबल ऑफिस है ही नहीं बाहर, तो आपको कैसे भेजेंगे? नहीं नहीं, of course you can. Of course, you complete your articles and then you can naturally apply. If there's a position in the firm or wherever, you will naturally be considered. Can you come again? Sorry, you're saying somebody completed the articles from the industry, from the firm, yes? Yes. Okay, I'll tell you, firms के अंदर देखें, because they are global firms. Okay, so naturally the global mobility is easier over there. Any organization which is a global organization, over there global mobility will be much easier. Okay, but if you are, for example, as you said, in a textile company, I don't think they would be having any global office. So people to apply abroad to some other concern might naturally will not have the same opportunity basically. But if you're in a company which has global offices and then you apply over there, it'll be easier for you. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask that whenever you whenever you are looking for whenever you are looking forward.
I think I did cover this up in my talk just now. I told you it's a well-rounded personality that we're looking for. Okay, somebody who's confident, somebody who's well attired, somebody who has good grooming, somebody who speaks well, who's confident. Who can convey his ideas, in a very effective manner, and somebody who is like doing some form of community work, somebody who's playing some sport. It's all these ingredients go into making up the personality that we're looking for. So, okay, it has to be a trade-off between the two. Okay, so if you're very good at soft skills, but technically you are somewhere in between, you might still be considered. Or if you're very good technically, but soft skills need a little bit of grooming or brushing, you might be considered too. So it's basically a trade-off. It's like a whole package that is considered. There's no hard and fast rule. There's no hard and fast. It's just a gut feeling actually, you see. There's no hard and fast rule. The interviews are also assessing how they would be able to cater to the needs and how well you will respond to that. So because when KPMG takes on people, there's a lot of investment of KPMG that goes into them. So we also have that, that sense of whether, we can, work on that child and how he will be able to respond. Walaikum salam.
sir, I want to ask that if the graduation is necessary, कि ये बात में आ रही है आजकल कि graduation के बगैर
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल और ये मैंने भी सुना है एक्चुअली ICAP I think is facing a lot of queries from students regarding this that even the work permit of UAE is not being given because CA is a qualification, it's not a degree. Okay, but I also believe that ICAP has made arrangement with certain universities where you can sit for certain papers like Islamiyat, Pak Studies and all and get the degree. You'll get the exemptions and then get the degree. Yeah. So it's always better to have a graduation degree with you as well.
Hoping that all the queries are cleared. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the valuable insights. And now I want to call upon Miss Anila to please come on stage and share her views and give a vote of thanks to the esteemed guest. Thanks.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you? You must be enjoying a lot. And you must be answered all of the questions, I guess. And before we all head out, I would like to extend my gratitude to Miss Muniza and Miss Uzma to find their precious time for us. And that was such a remarkable, such interactive session. And I appreciate the way you made that session interactive and comfortable. मुझे लगा नहीं कि मतलब एक पार्टनर आके जो है वो बच्चों से इस तरह फ्रेंडली होके बात कर रहा है तो ये आपके लिए मेरे ख्याल में बहुत अच्छा था ठीक है एंड लास्ट में मैं ये कहूंगी लाइक वो जो बात एक बीच में हो रही थी दैट यस पीपीई दिस इज अस हु हैज टू मेक इट इफेक्टिव आई कांट इवन रिकॉग्नाइज यू मैन ओके आई डोंट नो दैट यू आर फ्रॉम अस और नॉट आपने यहीं से किया या कहां से किया बट एक्चुअली द वे वी डू इन आवर इंस्टीट्यूट पीपीई I think all of the students must agree that we are the people like we have got very tight schedule for classes and the way we conduct the activities. We teach you group work, peer work, declamations, presentations और हर चीज इतना religiously follow होती है ना कि अगर उसमें से कोई एक भी रह जाए तो बच्चा कहता है कि मिस we need a certificate and we say that no you have to complete your assessment. तो मतलब इससे ज्यादा टफनेस आप क्या चाह रहे हैं इससे ज्यादा इफेक्टिवनेस आप क्या चाह रहे हैं थोड़ा सा elaborate कर दीजिएगा I would be waiting for it. And yes, at the end, I want you to give a huge round of applause for both of the ladies. And yes, in your applause, I would like to call Miss Sama Shehzad to be here to present a memento to Miss Muniza. Right. Come on. Miss Muniza, please. Come on. Thank you. Miss Anna, I want you to share some of the words, please, regarding this session. Just 1 minute. Miss Uzma, please, please, for a memento. Yes, Miss Sama Shehzad, come on. Assalamu alaikum. We have been very honored by your presence, Miss Muniza and Miss Usma. It is such a pleasure for you to come and give time to these students. These kind of activities actually encourage them and give them an opportunity to learn and to get to know about the firm and the way the interviews are conducted. We are very honored and we are very thankful for this opportunity. And I'm sure for the students, this has been a very learning experience. We won't take more of your time. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. Thank you. Acha, please would you come up on the stage for the group?